There's more fallout from the province's decision to develop sections of the Greenbelt. After promising to preserve the world's largest protected farmland, forests and wetlands, the province announced it would allow some development. Ali Chiasson explains the about face.
Remember this?
Unequivocally, we won't touch the Greenbelt.
Until equivocally.
The legislation.
This past Friday, Municipal Affairs and Housing Minister Steve Clark announced they actually have big plans for the Greenbelt. They intend to remove 7,400 acres in 15 different areas for development. So what changed?
We have a housing crisis today that we didn't have 4 years ago. We are going to make sure we get housing built.
And to make up for its environmental impact, they plan on adding an extra 2,000 acres to the existing Greenbelt.
Well, the Greenbelt should just be a no-go zone.
Ontario Green Party leader Mike Schreiner says encroaching on the Greenbelt will have ramifications.
The land that's in the Greenbelt is there to protect the farmland that feeds us, the wetlands and nature that protects us from extreme weather events like flooding, and also to protect just places that people love to spend time with their family. And so for the Premier now to say, hey, we're going to open it for development, turn the Greenbelt into Swiss cheese makes no sense financially, environmentally, or just in terms of maintaining our quality of life.
He says if housing people was really the goal, we should exhaust all options before bulldozing the belt.
Do you have a housing crisis? There's no doubt about it, but there is plenty of land within our existing urban boundaries to build affordable homes for people.
Even housing advocacy group More Neighbours says the Greenbelt should be left alone.
We would probably take a different tune if the province had said, hey, we're going to open up parts of the Greenbelt, but it's going to have to be, transit oriented. It's going to be middle density. It's going to be a model of the kinds of communities that we want to see.
They say municipalities also have a role to play in A, housing people, and B, protecting environmentally important land. NIMBYs are not helping.
The person in downtown Toronto who has the stop Highway 413 sign, who has a Save Our Greenbelt sign, but then when, we want to build a little apartment building next door to them, they say, how dare you? Mike
Schreiner's message to the Premier is simple.
Just keep your promise. You promised us when you were running for election that you would not touch the Greenbelt, and now you've broken that promise, and that's not acceptable.
Ali Chiasson, CBC News, Toronto.